Know Your Candidate. Presented by Portland is Possible, broadcasted by XRAY FM. In this segment, we offer a brief background on the visionary candidates that are proudly standing and running for the acclaimed Portland Area City Council. For now, we have a candidate of District 2 that incorporates St. John's, Kenton, Hayden Island, Mississippi, and Alberta neighborhoods.
Hi friends, my name is Mespelt. I'm running for Portland City Council in District 2 to represent North and Northeast Portland, and I'm running to deliver peace and fulfillment to all of our neighbors.
How can the city best support the growth of small businesses owned by those with historically marginalized identities?
One of the biggest things Portland can do moving forward to help with small and local businesses is going to be kind of, to me, as simple as getting out of the way is a big one. And a second one is supporting them and propelling them forward in their business model. There's a few things that looks like. One of the biggest ones is the permitting structure we have for small businesses is very challenging. And if you're coming from a marginalized community, you already have enough challenges as it is. So let's back off on some of those things. I think that looks like changing how we do the permitting structure for change of use in particular. Some of the businesses I'm aware of in our neighborhood have had very big issues with change of use, adding very big expenses. Just to give an example, 50-person restaurant with a change of use permit, you're looking at in permitting fees alone to start that restaurant, $20,000 to $30,000 without any other costs associated. So we can get out of the way there. And then secondly, actually funding a real program that helps with all the issues we have when it comes to graffiti, broken glass, all the little things that make it hard for a startup business. We can properly fund programs for those and make it easier for business owners.
What type of artistic institution and businesses are more important in your opinion to grow in the next decade?
Portland is known as a creative city. We have amazing artists and lots of different variety of options for people to enjoy art and to create it. I think some of the big ones now moving forward that'll help with economic drive will be really embracing sports and moving forward with our sports teams. We have amazing fans. I'll plug that we want to get an MLB team to Portland. Let's do it. Also, youth sports, and really focusing on providing places for youth sports. Delta Park comes to mind in North Portland. It's kind of out there, not where you'd notice it all the time, but it really brings in a lot of business. And if we can promote youth sports and get kids interested in those things, that'll only improve our city over time.
What is the city's role in completing the Green Loop project?
The Green Loop project is fun. I love that we have a place that's going to be designed for all types of people, all types of transportation, and really make it to where downtown and central area is prioritized and making it easier to get around and enjoyable to get around. I want you to be able to close your eyes and picture, instead of a highway system, how you'd get around, to picture the Green Loop and how you're going to get around instead. The city's role there is going to be helping secure funding and making it simpler and easier to get things done. It's been a slow go so far. We have to fight really hard with the state and with county and with PBOT to make sure we fund and get projects rolling. And I think we can do that as well with the federal government and continue to secure funding as we have in the past.
The Central City is a large area of land connected by a river that includes communities, businesses, and transit needs. How should the City Council consider these diverse stakeholders in policy making?
This is a very, very vital and critical part of how we're going to bring Portland back with as far as our reputation goes as a city and bringing economic activity and employers back. So partnering with businesses in that sector looks like a couple of things, but the primary one to me is restoring faith in public safety and the stigma that we've developed in that area for just not being safe in general. And that starts with helping serve our neighbors who live on the street and serve our neighbors who are addicted. That is going to in turn really empower our local businesses and allow them to do their thing, which is be creative, provide services, and just wow our local neighborhoods with their great products and services, and really bring money and attention back into Portland in a positive way.
This region is one of the 10 most habitable, and therefore we should expect population growth. What is our responsibility to accommodate people who want to call Portland home?
Portland is a beautiful place. That's why we all live here. We love our city. There's going to be a lot more people who want to move here. Unfortunately, we've actually decreased in population in the last couple years, but we can change that around because of how habitable this place is. It's a beautiful place to be. The biggest driver there, and this is my expertise, is creating housing, and particularly housing that's actually affordable. I'm not talking about textbook definition and government definition of housing. I'm talking about all housing being affordable for people who want to move here, and particularly people with families and creatives, where stretching every dollar is going to be vital to whether they want to live in Portland or if they're going to choose a competitive city that has other great options too, just because it's cheaper. So money is going to be important, and I want to make sure that we are a leader in making sure housing exists, keeping everything clean, whether that's the streets and the environment, to where we get to keep those treasures that we have that are nature. Where a city and nature meet together in Portland is amazing, and people really want to see and be a part of that, and let's keep doing that well.
Lightning round. Where do you get your coffee?
I make coffee at home a lot. Right now drip coffee, but I've always been an AeroPress and French press guy too, but Kova is the brand I prefer.
If you couldn't live in Portland, where would you want to live?
Philadelphia.
What's the last show or performance you saw?
Blue Collar Wrestling in beautiful North Portland.
What's the most Portlandy thing you have seen this week?
I'm going to do a sad one, unfortunately. It was ironic, which is so Portland. We were doing an event on housing and how to create more housing, and in the background was a gentleman moving all his belongings because he lived on the street, very slowly and loudly behind all the speakers.
What's a single word you would want to use to describe Portland in 30 years?
Peaceful.
So now you know your candidate, or a bit about them. We like to thank the visionary candidates, also like to especially thank all the volunteers and organizations that put this together. We couldn't do this without you. To look at each candidate, be a good Portland citizen, and to be a dashing and informed voter, listen to XRAY FM to learn about ballots and the new ranked choice voting system. And check out portlandpossible.org.